First this evening, emotions ran high in the first RGR Gleaner Group Town Hall on Tuesday as residents and stakeholders in and around National Hero Circle grilled the Urban Development Corporation UDC for answers on the redevelopment of the park.
The government has proposed to build a new Parliament building in the park, and residents are worried it will mean they will be relocated.
But as General Manager of the UDC, Dr. Damian tried to shed light on the project, the residents say they left the town hall feeling more in the dark about what is to happen. TVJ's Anthony Lugg was at the town hall and has that story.
Facing the brunt of the fire was General Manager of the Urban Development Corporation, UDC, Dr. Damian. He had to respond to multiple questions about the details of the plans for the area and the fears of residents about their potential displacement. Residents spoke strongly about a lack of information on the project, particularly about whether they will be relocated and how they will be compensated. They expressed concern about land ownership and how compensation will be determined, and warned of possible public disruption if things are not done smoothly and to their satisfaction. One resident who identified herself as Tina welcomed the development.
Answers about the redevelopment of Heroes Park.
I realize that this government have this do as you please mentality and this bullyism, but people from ALLMAN town, the generations and generations of persons from ALLMAN town will not tolerate it, and we will stand up against it. And if the government believe that we are going to sit back and allow them to come in and relocate us and displace us from our families, it is not going to happen.
The park currently holds a number of monuments and is also used for recreational activities, but in a few years it's expected to look like this. Part of government announced plans some 2 years ago to construct a new Parliament building and other structures. Since then, residents in neighboring communities have been concerned. Things were no different at the town hall meeting. Emotions were high as residents felt they were not getting clear responses from the General Manager of the Urban Development Corporation, UDC, Dr. Damian.
You believe that you are skillful, but the implementation strategies mentioned, they are not practical and they are not clear. They are very weak.
The people wanted answers on several issues, particularly land acquisition and if, when and where they'll be relocated.
The SDC is going to be working with the UDC to go on veranda to veranda to work out the plan with the people. So we're co-creating it. There is no plan yet. So the details of that has to be worked out with the people in the social intervention to be done.
But relocation is contemplated.
Within the community?
Yes.
So for the parcels that are vacant, we will have to create the housing, move people into that space so that we can work on the different stages. But we don't have the details of that yet.
But even as Dr. Graham attempted to respond to questions, it was obvious that consultation was lacking.
Dr. Graham said that the UDC and others are at the conceptualization, the higher level thinking stage, and that because they're at this higher level thinking stage, it's not yet the point at which you engage with the public. I would like to say to Dr. Graham and through him to the UDC and the government of Jamaica that it is precisely at these points that you want to engage the public.
Chairman for the UDC, RANSFORD BRAHAM, intervened.
In order for us to improve, there will have to be some changes. And in order to bring some changes, it means that we have to talk to you when we are ready. It don't make sense coming to talk to you and we don't know where we're going to put you. We don't know, the plans are not detailed enough to satisfy you that you can be put in this area in your community or that area is going to be a football field. We have to do some preliminary planning before we come talk to you. We're not trying to fool you, you know.
But even with that assurance by the UDC chairman,
we stand firm with development because we believe in it. We want to live like persons are living in Cherry Gardens and Norbrook. But we do not want to be displaced. And Mr. Holness, I'm warning you, we're gonna be out here. I'm warning you.
Anthony Lugg, TVJ News.